Speaking of which, the major storm that is impacting millions of people in the Northeast is also causing some issues for people here in San Antonio. You see, 2 congressmen from our area are preparing to head to the nation's capital after their flight got canceled.
And they're now putting their differences aside to drive up there together. Fox San Antonio's Darlene Dorsey has more.
Yes, it was Congressman Hurd and Congressman Beto O'Rourke out of El Paso who were here at Mi Tierra's this morning about 6:15 having breakfast. Now, the 2 men were in San Antonio yesterday talking with veterans, and then when they realized that the weather was going to be an issue along the East Coast and it was affecting flights here in San Antonio, they decided to rent a car, and now they're driving from here to D.C., just over 1,600 miles, the route they've mapped out. Now, this is a Democrat and a Republican that are both hitting the road together in a bipartisan effort to show people that they can come to common ground, and that's what they feel the country needs to do, is find some middle ground where we can all talk and not fight over political divisiveness. Now, both men say that their journey will be on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and they'll be letting people know what's going on, where they are, and they hope to hear from voters on many different issues because they say it's time for people to start talking and stop fighting.
I think there's been a lot of conversations on these topics, and I think a lot of folks are still stuck in the campaign from a couple of months ago, where we've already moved on and evolved on these. And I think this is an opportunity for us to share 2 different perspectives on issues that a lot of Americans care about.
And again, those 2 congressmen plan to make this journey something that you can speak out on social media. They'll make a lot of stops along the way to meet with voters, and they hope it gets a conversation going about how everyone can work together, even though a lot of people aren't happy with some of the things that have been decided in Washington and have issues with some of the legislation that is coming out right now regarding health care and some of the issues regarding the president. So we'll just see what happens along their journey, and you can certainly stay tuned. Reporting live, Darlene Dorsey, Fox News First.
And Darlene.